Hi everybody, my name is Amber Lucas and I am a mother of 5 children that were diagnosed by Dr. Yasser Awaad from Oakwood Hospital. This all began when my youngest son was roughly 5 or 6 months old and we were referred to him and we were told he was world renowned, the head pediatric neurologist for Oakwood Hospital. So that's how our story began, and it began back in 2003. Sadly, after 5 children being diagnosed, we have come to find out the man is a crook. He does not know what he's doing, and he has diagnosed hundreds, if not 1,000 children with seizures, and none of them have them. We have recently had all of our children re-evaluated. They have come through with clean bill of health. They never did have seizures. They have gone back through and looked at all the seizure recordings that Dr. Awaad kept on CDs that he had. They were encrypted. They ended up being sent out of state to be opened up. Our son's very first seizure doesn't exist. Neither did any of our other children. Dr. Awaad was very good at sitting down and talking to you, explaining things to you, making you think he knew exactly what he was talking about. He was so matter of fact, and this is nothing to worry about. Come to find out that it's something that we should all be very worried about. We have found attorneys to handle our case. There are 70 plus in the class action lawsuit right now. Brian Benner is the attorney handling this case out of Farmington Hills. We are going after Oakwood. We are going after Awaad. My concern is how many more children has this affected. I'm not sure if you're aware or not that the story did air on Channel 4 last night. Karen Drew did cover the story. It's on their website at clickondetroit.com. Oakwood did send a letter to WDIV basically standing their ground that Awaad has done no wrong and they stand behind him. Our concern is, if you're standing behind somebody, why did he skip the country? And why was he fired? And why was he suing Oakwood for wrongful discharge? Needless to say, that case vanished and it was dropped for whatever reasons. We went to Brian Benner's office when Karen Drew did the story, and there was 70 plus kids out in front of a law office. I have talked to many families by internet, by telephone, and by email. But to actually see everybody standing there and to see all of these kids who have been at the hands of Dr. Awaad like we have is tragic. This should have never been allowed to happen. This should never ever be allowed to happen again. There needs to be some law put in place to stop hospitals and doctors from doing this to more kids. We need to stand our ground and we need to tell them no. It's time for us as parents to show our concern and to not accept anything but the best for our kids. The medications that they've endured, the every 3-month EEGs, MRIs, blood work, whether or not Awaad talked someone into doing a vagal nerve stimulator, Botox treatments, which is one thing that we refused to do with our son, and I'm grateful that we did now. Children were on toxic levels of medication. Some children have permanent brain damage. Some have ongoing cognitive impairments. The bottom line, Dr. Yasser Awaad was wrong. The people that worked side by side with him at his clinic, and they know who they are, stood by him and allowed this to continue. Oakwood Hospital stood by him and continued to allow this to happen because he was making money. It wasn't about patient care. It was how much money could they bilk the insurance or double bill the patients for. I was one of those people that he tried to double bill on, and I've got the proof to back it up. My 5th child, Dr. Awaad told me was fine, but yet 10 months later I found out that he had diagnosed one of my other sons and we knew nothing about it. That just goes to show the kind of care that that man gave. There are hundreds, if not 1,000 other families out there, and I hope you see this video. This is nothing to just shove aside. This is nothing to say, well, I don't want to go through that. What they did was wrong. What they put these kids through was wrong. Please stand with us. Please voice your opinion. Send a message to WDIV TV. Send a message to Oakwood. Call Brian Benner. Do what you need to do. But if we all stand together, maybe we can put all of this to rest and move on with our lives. These kids deserve it, and I'm sure you would want to give your children nothing but the best. Please watch for more videos that will be coming up. The more that we learn about this, the more we will share with you. Thank you and have a great one.